Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
22-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by Bryant. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Harrison Bryant.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 21-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, an even 90 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Justin Tucker lining.
Well, they were back in the shadows for their own goalpost. And that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Second and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 6.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 19-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
The 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This time, Jackson will throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. 3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
To Kareem Hunt.
23 yards, the final tally.
3 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. but they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
For Nick Chubb. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Is good.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Second and 10. Handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Mark Ingram, the ball.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Yeah, it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Landry now on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one lines up going for 36.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the Browns first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Higgins.
Mayfield's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 9.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Hilliard will elect to not return it. Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To throw, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
And 8 yards.
Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland 1st. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
Mayfield's
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his 1st catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. He's got daylight. The 20,
the field.
10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 88 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Thomas. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And no good. Justin Tucker.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
Gain on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
To Odell Beckham.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Cleveland.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Week.